You have been giving me body signal. You even had an erection when I danced with you. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Azaka. If this is your first time on my channel, you're very welcome. If you're not a subscriber, I got mad love for you. So today I'll be taking you through episode 5 of the BBNAIJA Lockdown Reunion. But before I do, I want to wish my sweetheart Penny Mo a happy birthday. I love you, girl, long time, and you already know that. So guys, today kicked off with the famous truth or dare. You know the one now, the one with Kidwaya and Watoni, where they asked Watoni to pick someone and the person should show the person that on this, right? And she picked Kidwaya. Back to the show, Ebuka asked the guys what they thought about the Kidwaya and Watoni situation, and they asked Tochi. Tochi was like, hell yeah, Watoni liked Kidwaya, but Kidwaya did not feel the same way. He asked Trikiti the same thing. Trikiti was like, it's obvious, Watoni liked Kidwaya, but maybe it's because Kidwaya was flirting with her. But then again, Kidwaya was flirting with all the girls. We saw it in the house now. Kidwaya would tell this one, would you have my baby? I want to marry. This is one. He would tell this other one, I want to marry you. I want to take you here. Kidwaya was the biggest flirt of the season. And they asked Watoni what was the whole situation. Ebuka was like, because you have been saying everybody that they've attached you with, it was just cruise. You didn't like Prince, it was just cruise. You didn't like Brighto, it was just cruise. Okay, this one now how far is this one cruise too? She said yeah, that she didn't really like Kidwaya. At the first time of the truth or dare, she picked Kidwaya. So the second time she was like, she might as well pick him instead of, you know, picking random people. But I mean, Kidwaya is a community property. Ha! Who is the community property? Like, let me not even start this on that note. Let me not be mean today. Say Kidwaya is a community property. How is? Anyways, let me continue. Then Ebuka now asked Kidwaya that what does he have to say about what Watoni is saying and the community property issue, and it was like, he was not flirting with anybody. He know he invited her to his bed severally, but that's just him being him. It's the same way he's still cool with all the girls in the house. It wasn't him flirting or anything. It's just him being him. And if she's saying that he's a community property, that's okay. That's our opinion of him, and it doesn't really matter to him. Yes. And so Katrina, our sister, they did not ask her any questions. She just went. I think Nengi had a thing for Kidwaya, because when the night Erica was disqualified and blah 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 black sheep, sister, who asked you? Who asked you? But then again, if she doesn't say this one, how will we have gist that we want to talk about this night? And then she said the reason for saying this is because that there was a night at the party, you know, the night with the zipper issue, that while they were dancing, Kidwaya held Nengi's neck. I'm sure you remember this part if you watch the show. Even me, I was shouting, "Hello, happened." So she was like, that's why she feels like Nengi had a thing for Kidwaya. But Nengi was like, no. Kidwaya is just my friend. It's just like a random friend. But Ebuka was like, can you see where people are coming from? Neo had mentioned earlier that if someone needed to chase you, they needed tools. And you affirmed the fact that yes, you need tools to chase me. And everybody knows that Kidwaya has tools. So you were, you know, already falling. She was like, no, it doesn't even make sense that she would come into the house and based on what Kidwaya was saying, she would like him, like Kidwaya saying he has wealth. And Kidwaya was like, no. I never said I liked wealth. Kidwaya, why you they lie? Kidwaya, why? Kidwaya that say he rented a jet, aeroplane from Abuja to Lagos, only him, how many $1,000? This one private jet. His father used to fly governors. This so when he was now about to deny, Kaisha now said no, Kidwaya, not today. Kaisha now brought out receipts. I said, do you remember the time that you said you flew down to Abuja? He was like, yeah, that does not say anything. He said, do you remember the time you said your father puts people in positions? He was like, that is just being influential. That is power moves. It's not being wealthy. Nengi and Kaisha was like, more power is money. Do you understand where they are coming from. Kaisha was like, okay, it's not only that one. What about the time you were saying you will dash this one money, you dash that one money, you do this, you do this? Kidway was like, he doesn't even remember that. Kaisha was like, Nengi, the Kidwaya not promise you money. Nengi was like, I bet I can't remember all this one. Maybe Nengi, she remember, but she's unbothered about all of this. So she was like, I don't remember. But at this point, I noticed a Kidwaya the sweat. But why was this? He did not wear his polar jacket and he was sweating. Could it be that he was lying? Why will you lie if you say that you have money? But you have money, so why are you sweating? Why are you sweating? So Nengi now said the one that provoked her was the fact that Kidwaya said that he could have her if he wanted, and then Ebuka was like, why would you say that? So Kidwaya was like, no, actually he didn't mean it in a way to disrespect her. He's not trying to say Nengi is cheap and you can easily get her if you want. That he was just saying it for saying sake, you know, right? Because everybody, Nengi was a fine girl, everybody was like, you know, if I want to have her, I can have her, but it doesn't mean that he can have her if he wants to have her. It didn't mean any disrespect of any sort. So they now said, so Katrina again, but you were leading him on. So Ebuka was like, were you leading him on? She was like, she did not lead him on. Kid, do you feel like I was leading you on? Kidwaya said no. So people, can we rest this case? Nengi did not lead Kidwaya on, even though I felt like her body language sometimes was passing off as though she was leading him on. But I felt like she was doing the same thing with Prince. She was doing the same thing with Ozo. She was doing the same thing with Lekon at a point. You remember that? Let me not, maybe to get to the stage where they will talk about that dance she had with Lekon. I don't know. But anyways, Watoni now said, yes, that is the thing that Kidwaya used to say that used to make her angry. That's how he told Tochi that if Tochi wants to chase her, he should chase her because she's easy to get. She is not easy to get. If you want to get her, you will walk. Really? Watoni, you liked everybody in that house. Even everybody now knows, even Big Brother, you like Big Brother, like Brighto, like Prince, like Kidwaya, like how far? Except we were playing the game, because all you were saying is cruise. You did not really like anybody. Let me assume that it is really cruise that you were cruising inside the house, so as Miss Cruistopia now. And then Tochi was not like, I did not have a conversation with Kidwaya about you. I don't talk about you. The next thing, this show changed to Tochi and Watoni show. Tochi was like, abeg, it's okay. Stop feeling yourself. If you were that hot, how come nobody dated you in the house? But Tony was like, why are you so pained? Is it because you couldn't get me? He was like, I did not want you. You're not even fine like that. I never told you that you should be with me. Never wanted you. If you're even that fine, why did nobody date you in the house? Hey, Jesus Christ. Which kind of embarrassment is all this? After all this talk, Tochi now still said, you were even the community property. After all, you're the one that liked almost all the guys in the house. Hi, God. Watoni has suffered in this show, Sha. Walai, I'm telling you. Ebuka now said, anyway, let's move on from that. Nengi, do you feel like you were a bit disloyal to Ozo because you were kind of close to Kid? And she was like, no. Kid and I are just friends. And I also always used to tell Ozo, go and make friends. You're always with me. And I can attest to the fact that Nengi was always telling him, go and make friends. But I also felt like when Ozo, now I'm saying felt like Ozo. Anyways, when Nengi would say go and make friends and Ozo will actually go out and talking to people, you could see Nengi's face would be turning red. So Nengi, you were telling him one thing but you meant the other thing. Maybe she really meant it, I don't know. But if he goes and talks to another person, she'll be angry. You did not talk to. Maybe Ozo too was overdoing it. When Nengi will tell him go and talk to other people, he'll think it as though she's driving him away, so he will not now talk to her again. But anyways, guys, they moved on from that and then they entered the zipper situation. Guys, just watch this. After they played the video, code catch everybody. Katrina now said after all, she wasn't even naive with her opinion. So China said, but guys, hold on. There was alcohol involved in this. And then Katrina was like, is it alcohol that made her lie? So Nengi was like, what lie? What lie? Ebukana say, Oga also. But did you believe what Nengi told you? Because you kept asking and kept asking, and then it was like he asked her and she told him, and he told her that whatever she told him, he was going to believe. But my people, you saw that video. Nengi, how was he zipping dress from the back and you people were facing each other? How can you zip? Okay, is it mouth he wanted to use to zip the dress? Because I don't understand. Was he whispering to her? Was he kissing her neck? Because I'm not understanding. You want to zip a dress and you were almost naked. Why did you run? Why were you running? Why were you running? And I'm sure you must have heard footsteps and you ran. Girl, at least you did not do anything. That is the most important thing. But don't now start saying zipper, because that didn't seem like a zipper situation. Because if he was really going to help you zip and unzip, why is it that when you came back to ask him to zip the dress back up, he left you there? And if you notice, when Ozo and Neo walked in, you could see that Kidwaya was just leaning back and using his hands to cover his clutch. Why? Was something going on down there? Was there already a rising occasion or something? Because I don't get it. So after all this, Nengi now said, but when Ozo was talking with Neo, he was insinuating like they had sex or something. And then Ozo was like, no, he didn't insinuate. Where did she hear that from? She was like, that's word on the street. So Kidwaya was like, if something happened, people would have seen it in the video. The video that you just saw, does it look, I'm not saying anything happened, but they were definitely in a very compromising position. Like, you can't even take that out. Like, we not be children now. You cannot ask them, so why were you people facing each other if it was a zip at the back? Same question I was asking myself. Both of them, they don't remember. I don't remember. I was drunk. Kidwaya said the same thing. I don't remember. I was drunk. How will you remember? How? That is the ultimate defense. I don't remember. Then Ebukana asked Nengi, did you think Kidwaya liked you? And then she said, no, I don't think Kidwaya liked me. Ebukana moved from that to Kaisha and asked Kaisha, why did you always feel like Neo was the one for you? Then she was like, she won't lie. She actually liked Neo in the house, although she doesn't like him anymore. Ebukana asked Praise, what did he think about the Kaisha Neo situation? And then Praise was like, he knew that Kaisha liked Neo, but he also felt like Neo was giving Kaisha green light, because there's sometimes we'll be laying in the garden and then Neo will come and either lay down beside her or in between her legs or something, and then he was even telling Neo, you they give this girl green light to. Neo will be like, no, not they give her green light to. Kaisha now dropped some bombshell. She was like, you never liked me, you're not giving me green light, but you asked me to kiss you in the party. Neo was like, when? She said, you asked me to kiss you in the party. Neo was like, would I be foolish to ask you to kiss me in the presence of everybody? She was like, okay, aside that, Dorothy and Ozo were there the night that I was drunk. You came and you kissed me on my forehead. As if that is not enough. When we danced, why were you getting hard? Why were you getting hard? Yeah. She also said, but you told me that the way I stare at you, it makes you feel somehow and you get hard when I stare at you. Ha! In all of this, I was just looking at V's face. V's face was like... Next thing, V now said she had something to say. She was like, initially, she didn't know that Kaisha liked Neo, but that she found out, and then she now found out that everybody in the house knew, including Neo, knew that Kaisha liked him except her. But I mean, guys will always be guys. She also felt like Neo was feeling Nengi, but I mean, she's a fine girl and she knows that guys will always have their eyes out, so she wasn't really bothered about all of that. Kaisha still went on, Neo, you told me that if V did not approach you first, you would have been with me, blah blah blah. Somehow I kind of believe Kaisha, because Neo was not expressly shutting it down and saying, no, I did not like you, blah 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 blah. He never said that. He never shut it down. So I was like, maybe he really liked her, but was just saying, but did I tell you to your face that I liked you? But then Ebuka was like, okay, did you tell another person that you liked her? And then Praise now said, but guy, you tell Neo. Now say, no, I just tell you say Kaisha they feel me. I not tell you say I like him. At some point Kaisha was so vexed, she had to walk off the stage, but she came back. She was like, Neo, you are lying. She was like, V, you need to be careful of this guy. Katrina again said, but Neo was like, waiting happened. She was like, but Kaisha told me that you are not for anybody. If she wanted to have you, she can have you. So Neo was like, hey, how does that buttress the point that, I mean, it's her saying what she said. I never said anything to anybody. But all this time, look at V's face. V was like as if waiting concern me for no matter. We should continue when you finish. She was so expressionless. And so we now moved on from there to the Lilo and Eric situation. Guys, everybody knows about the situation because it happened like from the very first week or second week or something. And they were surprised when Lilo came out. She was not claiming that Eric took advantage of her, but Lily was like, no, that's not what she said. What she said was that Eric noticed that she liked him. Now he took advantage of the fact that she liked him. But Eric was like, no, but that wasn't what he heard. What he heard was that she said he took advantage of him. And so that's why when he got out of the house, the first thing he did was to call her and say, ah, babe, how fast? See what I did here. And then she just went defensive, like, get your facts straight, don't come with me without evidence, blah blah blah. And she hung up. Ebuka was like, is that how your friendship died? It was like, no, it wasn't even that. It was still, you know, okay. But then the first interview they had together, like when he got there, he saw that she was forming fly girl, like she came to win the interview, like she came as if she was ready to downgrade him or something. Somebody was combing her hair, another person was, so you know, those kind of fizzy now. So the guy was like, nah, this is not the one for me. So Ebuka now asked her, so but when you came out of the house, were you exploring the possibility of, you know, being with Eric? Then this girl took a long pause and then she was like, nah, a lot of things still already happened. But I felt like maybe Lilo was really, maybe she explored that option, maybe she thought about it, because I still feel like maybe she still likes him. I don't know, but who wouldn't? Look at Eric's birthday. The show finally came to a close with a fan asking a question to Lekon. Yeah, I just felt like they just wanted to add something. Now asked Lekon that his intention was coming to the house to promote his music. Was he able to do that? Does he feel like he's big enough now, or they're still waiting for a mega super, you know, Lekon? So Lekon was like, yeah, he went into the house to promote his music. He had, I think, 1,000 streams on the song that he released, or an EP that he released before he went to the house. But right now he has over 3,000 streams, which is like a big deal, right? So yeah, big ups to Lekon and big ups to every other housemate that is doing good, is doing great stuff. You guys are killing it. So anyways guys, if you haven't given this video a big thumbs up, please do, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of the gist, and tap on the notification bell on the side so you get notified when I post new stuff. Until I see you on the next one, mwah. Bye.